My wife and I had to renew our passports recently. And I have to tell you that after all the horror stories from the summer of 2022 about waiting months to get a passport, the process had returned to its pre-pandemic levels. It's fairly efficient. We went in on January 2nd, got the new passports January 16th. The staff at the passport office in Edmonton, very, very sincere and very, very efficient. So the process has gotten better. But in the 10 years since we had to last renew our passports, the value of the Canadian passport has fallen precipitously. It's not as well respected as it used to be. And that's not because we took away pictures of the famous 5 suffragettes and the Fathers of Confederation, Terry Fox, the musical ride, and replaced them with these generic scenes, including one of a man with a wheelbarrow filling it with leaves, because apparently in Canada, we love to rake leaves. It's not because it looks like the placemat that your kids get at a family restaurant along with some free crayons so they can color and keep themselves busy until their chicken fingers arrive. The reason the passport has dropped from the top 20 down to 31st in the world is the ineptitude of the Trudeau government on foreign policy. They have been a total disaster on foreign policy. And you remember, on the night that Trudeau was elected in 2015, he said, "I want to tell the rest of the world, we're back on the international stage." Yeah, well, we're not. And the proof of that is in the fact that Henley and Partners, a very respected consultancy, said that our passport is now the least respected in the G7 and among the least respected among developed nations. We're behind places like Hungary and Brunei, and only slightly ahead of places like the Republic of Mauritius. And here's something for all of the American-hating nationalists in Canada. Our passport is less respected than the American passport. That's because the Trudeau government has been a complete flop on foreign affairs. We've only been in one significant peacekeeping operation in the last 8 years. That's less than under the Harper government. And we haven't been in any of the NATO and allied security forces the way we were when Harper was the prime minister, and earned us some credibility with our allies. We didn't secure a seat on the Security Council at the United Nations. We are either lecturing the Chinese or Trudeau is rolling over and exposing his belly to have them scratch it. And we have not lived up to our commitments on the environment, foreign affairs, or military spending. We spend the least amount of our GDP on the military of any NATO country, and we are among the lowest in the developed world. We simply piggyback on the American military and hope they'll defend us if there's a crisis. So while I'm happy to have my new passport, and I'm very happy that the process has gone back to normal, it's an embarrassment what the Trudeau government has done to the standing of the Canadian passport and of Canada in general on the international stage. For Postmedia, I'm Lorne Gunter.
Memorial and